Hey Godly Adventurers, coming to you from the Flagstaff Gardens. Hope you're doing well today. So I'm just going to film this outside just for our fun little video. I've been reading a bit of this manga called Blue Lock. It's kind of like Squid Game with more soccer and less dying. So that's quite interesting. This volume, they're talking about finding their weapon, their best skill in soccer that they can use to add to the team to achieve a victory. And it kind of just reminded me, like, obviously that's our lot in life. We all have our skills, we all have our passions, and especially when you're in the Lord, you have your spiritual gifts and the things that God wants you to do. So, have a think about what yours might be. I mean, we've got the prophecy, we've got the, teaching and preaching and all that kind of stuff. Not limited to that. If you have a bit of social anxiety talking to people, that there are different kinds. Maybe got the gift of healing, the gift of miracles. Wouldn't that be awesome? It's not just for apostles, it is for the modern, everyday average Christian, thankfully. I've also found that when it comes to finding your weapon, as it were, it can be quite hard to narrow it down. And you sort of have to also think, well, not just what am I good at? Who actually am I? What do I care about? Because if you don't really care about anything, you're not going to try. You're not going to find your skill in that area because you don't care about it. But if you find, maybe you're good at acting, you have a passion for acting, so you get into that industry, you talk to like people, you find opportunities to witness, you find opportunities to be an example, and then you might go, oh, well, turns out I'm funny, I can also be not only a comedic actor, maybe I can be a stand-up comedian. You sort of your weapon starts to branch out into all these sub-weapons, if you will, and you can find what you're good at. But you have to understand who you are in order to maybe get an idea of what gifts God's given you and what calling that is. And of course, don't be discouraged if you don't feel like you're amazing at it straight away. God says you have to blossom, bring your gifts to blossom, right? So I might not start, doing Old Testament style miracles straight away. That might take time to get good at that. And that's okay. Practice makes perfect. You're doing push-ups, you're drawing, learning to play chess, you're going to build up your skills over time. So that's the encouragement I would have for you. Find opportunities and pray for opportunities to use your gifts for God's glory. But pray for the gifts, allow them to blossom through experience and practice. And very importantly, find out who you are and what you care about. So that's really going to help you narrow down and develop and define and then refine those gifts. So keep being prayerful. God bless you in all of that stuff. All right. And whether it is to find your weapon and be the best manga soccer player in the world or whatever else, don't be afraid to try. Don't be afraid to pray. Don't be afraid to wait. Just do you, and keep believing and keep praying for these opportunities to serve God, and He'll bring them to you. Living for Jesus is the best life of all.